be the best you can be. Find something you love to do. Everybody's journey is different. Everybody's top level is different. Everybody's ceiling is different. Just be the best you can be.
In this episode, I sat down with NBA star Seth Curry as we discuss sacrifice, motivation, family, and a lot more. So turn up your speakers. Let's get into it.
Hey, what's up? This is Seth Curry here, hanging out with Rush. Let's do it.
Let's go, Rush! Alright, what's up, guys? I'm your host, Rush. We've got a special guest in the building. He's one of the best shooters in the NBA. My man, Seth Curry. Welcome to the show.
Hey, what's going on, man? Appreciate you.
Is your first time in Australia?
First time. So obviously I got a couple Australian teammates, so told me a lot about it. But yeah, looking forward to being over here.
And speaking of your Aussie teammates, Patty Mills, Ben Simmons, did they give you any tips before you came out here?
No real tips. They were just hyping it up, saying it's a great country. Like I said, I'm looking forward to getting over here and seeing everybody. It's been great so far.
All right, so I'm going to show you a photo, and I want you to tell me what this man means to you.
Do it. Oh, that's my dad. That's Pops. Really the person that introduced me to the game of basketball. Obviously, wanted to be just like him growing up. Following him around the practices, his games, and really just, like I said, taught us everything we know about the game and about being a person. So, really everything as far as my basketball career.
And what values did he instill in you at a young age?
The main value is just trying to do everything the right way. Just like I said, on and off the floor, just be a man of character, work as hard as possible, do everything the right way, do it the right way the first time, not have to be corrected. So obviously a good role model growing up, and I think the stuff he did paid off. What myself, my brother, and my sister are able to do as we're getting older, so it's been great.
And when it came to basketball advice, what's the best advice he gave you?
I think as a basketball player, just be yourself. I think everybody's journey is different. Don't compare myself to what my brother does or what he did as an NBA player. Just like I said, just follow my own journey. And it gave me a lot of confidence also, just telling me I was good enough to be an NBA player when I didn't get drafted, when I was had a rocky start early in my career, just trying to get to the NBA, just saying I was good enough. And once he told me that, I really believed it, got more confidence, and just kept working on my game. And
have you ever had dreams of playing for Charlotte like your dad?
Yeah, I used to want to a lot. First, early in my career, a lot of dreams of, like I said, being able to play for the Hornets, wear that number 30 like he did, and who knows, it might happen in the future, who knows.
All right, I'm going to show you another photo, and I want you to tell me the first thing that comes to your mind when you see this.
Yeah, that's me locking up the bro, playing some good defense on Steph. I think we had a lot of good battles over our time playing against each other in the NBA. I think I won a lot of battles. He's obviously won a lot, but I mean, it's matching up against one of the best players in the league, against one of the best teams in the league every time. So it's a good test, it's a good challenge, and I mean, you're always chasing the defending champ. So they got 4 rings now, so I'm trying to catch up and hopefully get one.
Well, I'm always curious, like, when you guys play against each other on the court, is there a lot of trash talking? Do you say much to each other? What goes on?
There's not a lot of trash talking between us two. He doesn't trash talk really at all. I do a little bit sometimes. It's more me and his teammates talking to each other, whether it's Draymond or Clay a little bit, whoever it is out there. I'm talking a little bit more trash. But for us playing against each other, it's kind of weird, obviously, because like I said, for every other game throughout the year, I'm rooting for the Warriors, want to see them win. So got to turn that switch and compete against them when we play them. So it's a little bit weird when we're matched up.
And what happens after the game? Is there a family dinner, or depending on who wins, who loses, you don't want to talk to each other?
Oh, no, it's never any grudges or anything carried over after the game. So if like say, if you're staying in town, or most of the time you fly out after the game, but if you're staying in town, we'll go out and get something to eat, have a family dinner, kick it, hang out, just relaxing.
All right, I'm going to show another photo. And I want you to tell me what was going through your mind when you see this.
Well, that's me. That's the D-League days, Santa Cruz Warriors D-League. What was going through my mind is just trying to work to get an opportunity to play in the NBA. I think like I said, I was undrafted, had a rocky start to my professional career. Wasn't sure if I was going to be able to play in the NBA, but I got a lot of experience playing in the D-League, and just getting better as a player, getting experience from playing a point guard, and just hoping one day I'll be able to show what I can do at the NBA level, which ended up coming true.
And as you mentioned, you had a rocky start in the beginning. How did you stay motivated? Like, what kept you going?
I think it's my love for the game. That was the main thing. I just enjoyed playing no matter where it was at, whether it's D-League or whatever. If I had to go overseas and play, I was going to play basketball and do it because that's what I love to do. It kept me going, like I said, my love for the game and also my confidence that I was good enough to be in the NBA. When you grow up in a family like I did and you match yourself up in workouts and work out with Steph in the summer, and you realize I feel like I was good enough to play in the NBA, just a matter of getting an opportunity to do it and just waiting my time.
And I want to talk about sacrifice, because there's a huge amount of sacrifice that goes into becoming an NBA player. What's something that you've had to sacrifice to get there?
I think sacrificing some fun times growing up. Obviously, you got to sacrifice some, whether it's going to parties, going on vacations, whatever it is. You got to sacrifice some time, put a little extra time in the gym. Just stick to that routine of whatever it is you need to do, whether it's weights, working on your game. Just because you have the ultimate goal of trying to be an NBA player and trying to be as best as you can be on the court. So, I mean, that's one of the things I had to sacrifice that some of my friends didn't have to, but I knew I had an ultimate goal that I wanted to reach, and luckily I was able to do that.
All right, I got another photo, of course. So I want you to tell me, on this night in particular, what was the feeling that you had?
With the career high game in Miami. That night felt great. I feel like everything I threw up, especially from the three-point line, was gonna go in. I had a couple of my best games in Miami. I don't know what it is about that city or about the gym there, but yeah, that was a great night. Just like I said, I was making everything, had my career high, and I'm just feeling good on the floor.
I mean, you definitely were making everything. You were 8 from 9 from three-point land. So, well, what's it like when you're in the zone? Like, what's going through your head?
I think you're just trying to find any way to get a shot up. When you're in the zone like that, like I said, you feel like if you get a shot up, you feel like it's gonna go in. So you're just trying to be aggressive as possible, trying to get away from the defense to get as many shots up as you can, and try to keep that momentum going, keep it flowing, and you're not really thinking about what you're doing out there. It's just your body's just taking over, really.
And is it true? I read you've got one of the highest three-point field goal percentages in NBA history.
Yeah, maybe the second or third, whatever, something like that, in three-point percentage career. So that's what I'm out there to do, just to shoot the ball, score the ball. So trying to keep that percentage high and hopefully just keep that up and keep moving up and up as my career goes along.
I want to know, when you're training, I mean, how many threes are you jacking up?
I don't really keep count in a number. Say I do like an hour and a half workout. I don't really keep counting, but try to be as efficient as possible. Try to get game-like shots up, and it's hundreds of thousands of shots that have been put up to get to where I'm at.
If you're enjoying the content on my channel, there's also a good chance you're gonna like my newsletter. It's a free exclusive email that I send on a regular basis, sharing what motivates me through YouTube, podcasts, athletes, hip hop, art, and more to help inspire you. I've put the newsletter link below in the description of this video. All right, let's get back into the interview. Okay, so a big part of my show is about motivation, and I have a quote, "Stop thinking, just jump." So I wanna know when you had your first stop thinking, just jump moment in your career.
I think that happens, I mean, for any successful player, especially in the NBA, that gotta happen nightly. I think when you're playing your best, you're not thinking about what you're doing out there on the floor. You're letting your repetitions, your work that you've done before the game, letting that take over. You're not, like I said, not thinking about what happens if I miss, what happens, what should I do next. You just, like you said, you're relying on your muscle memory, you're relying on your repetition of thought that you've done your entire life leading up to that point, and your body's just taking over, and you're not, like I said, you're not thinking about it, you're just doing it.
Now, you've met a lot of incredible people on and off the basketball court. Who's someone that has touched you the most and inspired you?
Ooh, that's a good question. There's been a lot of people. Obviously my father is the main guy. Like I said, he's my role model growing up. I wanted to be just like him, but it's a good question. I think off the floor, I think a guy like Kevin Hart is really motivational to me. Obviously, he's another guy similar. Like, he had a rocky start to his career. I mean, he was a good comedian, but he wasn't really getting the recognition that he wanted to be, that he had. So, kind of had a breakout moment getting in a movie late in his career as an older guy, and as he's gotten older and older, he's getting better and better. So I think he's brings me a lot of motivation personally. It's not about how you start, but it's really about how you finish your career, and it's about perseverance and not giving up.
Now, there's a lot of kids that look up to you. What advice would you give a young kid that's watching this and trying to chase their dreams?
Just be the best you can be. Find something you love to do. For me, like I said, it's basketball. Like, even though it's a job now, I love to wake up and go to the gym. I love to work it, and I love practice. I love everything about it. So find something you love to do, and just be the best you can be. Don't compare yourself to what somebody else is doing. I feel like you're not doing enough just because you're not matching up to what they're doing. Just figure out what you can do to be the best version of yourself and maximize it. So everybody's journey is different. Everybody's top level is different. Everybody's ceiling is different. Just be the best you can be.
All right, and I've got one last photo, and I want you to tell me what comes to mind when you first see this man.
That's Doc. That's Coach, father-in-law Doc. Yeah, man, just great coach, great guy in the locker room. He's taught me a lot about the game on and off the floor. And obviously he traded me a few months ago, but no, it's all good. Just learned a lot from obviously playing under him the last few years. Yeah, one of the best coaches to ever do it.
I want to know, when you first got traded to Philly, what was the reaction from your wife?
When I first got traded there, when we were hearing about it, she didn't want it to happen. I know her brother played for Doc for a few years in LA, so kind of mixed memories, some good memories and bad memories about it, but the 1.5 years there was great time, great for my career. Won a lot of games, so it was great, but like I said, she wasn't happy about it at first, but it ended up being a blessing in disguise.
And what do you enjoy doing outside of basketball?
Just hanging out, really low key. Hanging out with my family. I like to get out and play golf a lot, get outside. But other than that, just really low key, just hang out at the house and just chill, really.
All right, so just finishing off, got some quick fun questions for you. Tupac or Biggie?
Biggie. Biggie, I like his rhymes a little bit better.
Usher or Drake?
That's a good question. That's two of my all-time favorite artists, but I gotta go Drake because it gives a little more versatility, some rap and some R&B, so I like it both.
Okay, and ultimate R&B hip hop album for you?
Confessions, Usher. That's my favorite album. That's what that last question you asked me was so hard because Usher got the best album, but Drake's my favorite artist, so there you go.
So low-key romantic, is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, you can say that.
And go-to song before a game?
Go-to song before a game. I think it's something Jay-Z, probably something Jay-Z, right from the Black Album. I don't know a specific song, but anything Jay-Z can get me going.
So not the Usher album?
Not before a game.
Okay, and just a few more. Kobe or Jordan?
MJ, that's the GOAT. Best to ever do it, even though me and Kobe got the same birthday, but I gotta go MJ.
Muggsy Bogues or Larry Johnson?
Muggsy all day. His son's my best friend. Kind of grew up going to Muggsy's house. Him and my dad were teammates for a long time, so Muggs all day.
All-time favorite basketball movie?
All-time favorite basketball movie, I got two, Juwanna Mann and Hustle. Both of them my men, so there you go.
And all-time favorite kicks?
All-time favorite kicks, Curry, the Curry one. Yeah, Curry one. Splash parties, to be specific, yeah.
What app do you spend the most time on?
What app do I spend the most time on? Probably YouTube. Watch a lot of YouTube videos. Just take you down a lot of different trails. So I'm a YouTube guy.
All right, hey, make sure you subscribe to this channel, man.
Got you.
Well, speaking of YouTube, what's your favorite show on YouTube?
I don't have a specific favorite show. I watch a lot of golf videos. That's what I've been doing lately. I'm watching a lot of golf videos, but one specific show, I don't really have one. Like I just click on whatever and I'll be watching it.
Awesome. All right, well, Seth, thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it, and enjoy Australia.
I appreciate it. Thank you.